Welcome to a complete cookbook. Did you hear about the egg that was a comedian? He always cracked up the audience. Welcome, everyone. Today we're diving into the art of making the perfect Overeasy eggs. Breakfast, the most important meal of the day, wouldn't be complete without our trusty old friend, the egg. A staple in numerous cultures, eggs are not just a food item. They're a morning ritual, a start to our day that can set the tone for what's to come. So, if you're egg-sighted as I am, let's get cracking. Now, you might be thinking, how extravagant can we get with just an egg? Well, my dear friends, that's where the magic lies. To make the perfect Overeasy eggs, you need a few simple things. First off, the star of the show, fresh eggs. The fresher the egg, the better the flavor, and the more likely you are to achieve that perfect runny yolk. Next, you'll need a non-stick frying pan. This is crucial to prevent the egg from sticking and to make the flipping process a breeze. A spatula is also a must-have tool in your arsenal for that delicate flip. As for additional ingredients, we're keeping it simple. A pinch of salt and a dash of pepper are all we need to enhance the natural flavors of the egg. And let's not forget the unsung hero, a splash of oil or a knob of butter to ensure a smooth, non-stick cooking process. So, with these tools and ingredients, we're ready to whip up some Eggcellent Overeasy eggs. First things first, you need to crack the egg. But remember, we're not cracking a joke here. Cracking an egg may seem like the simplest of tasks, but it's an art form in itself. It's the gateway to your perfect Overeasy egg, so it's worth getting it right. With one hand, take the egg and give it a firm yet gentle tap on a flat surface. Why flat surface, you ask? It's to avoid those pesky shell fragments from making a dive into your egg. Now, once you've got that good crack, use both hands to gently pull apart the eggshell, letting the egg slide out smoothly into your bowl. And voila, you've just mastered the art of egg cracking. Remember, it's all about finding that balance between force and finesse. Too much force and you've got a mess. Too little and you're left with an uncracked egg. And there you have it, a perfectly cracked egg. No punchline necessary. Now here comes the tricky part, flipping the egg. But don't worry, it's not as hard as flipping a pancake. As we venture into this daring act, we need to remember that timing is everything. The egg has been sizzling away happily on one side, and it's now time to introduce it to the other side of the pan. This is not a time for haste, but a time for precision and a gentle touch. Remember, we're not training for the Olympics here. The aim is not to send the egg flying across the room. Your spatula is your best friend in this moment. Slide it gently under the egg, making sure you've got a good grip on the white. Now, with a quick flick of the wrist, flip it over. Don't be disheartened if it doesn't go perfectly the first time. Even the best of us have a few scrambled attempts under our belts. Now, let's talk about the yolk. This golden sphere of delight is what separates a good Overeasy egg from a great one. It's like the sun in our breakfast solar system. Everything revolves around it. You want to keep it runny, as that's what gives the egg its rich, velvety texture. Overcooking the yolk is tantamount to committing a breakfast crime. To ensure your yolk stays runny, you'll want to cook the flipped egg for just about a minute or so. This is just enough time for the white to set, but not enough for the yolk to harden. And remember, we're going for Overeasy, not over hard. There's something almost magical about cutting into a perfectly cooked Overeasy egg and watching the yolk spill out. It's like a breakfast fireworks display, only much quieter and less likely to frighten the dog. And voila, you've just made a perfect Overeasy egg. No flops here. And remember, practice makes perfect. So keep flipping those eggs until you've mastered the art of the perfect flip. Happy cooking. Now that you've mastered the Overeasy egg, it's time to put it all together. Pulling together the perfect breakfast sandwich is an art, and timing is the paintbrush. Let's start with our main components. The bacon, cheese, and our star, the Overeasy egg. The bacon should be crisp but not burnt, cooked just right to give it that satisfying crunch. The cheese, whether it's cheddar or Swiss or something fancier, should be melted to perfection. It should be gooey but not too runny, creating an almost invisible layer of flavor that ties everything together. And then comes our Overeasy egg. The egg should be warm and inviting, with the yolk just runny enough to create that perfect golden river when you cut into the sandwich. To assemble, you'll want your toasted bread ready and waiting. Layer the bacon, then the cheese, and finally gently place the egg on top. Top it off with the second piece of bread, and voila! You've got yourself a breakfast masterpiece. This symphony of flavors and textures is all about balance. The crispy bacon contrasts with the soft egg, while the cheese adds a hint of creaminess. It's a dance of elements, each playing their part to create a harmonious whole. And there you have it, an exceptional breakfast sandwich. Now that's what I call a cracking start to the day. But wait, there's more. We've mastered the art of the egg, bacon and cheese sandwich, but let's not stop there. You see, the beauty of this dish lies in its versatility. Fancy a bit of green in your sandwich? Try layering in some ripe avocado slices. It adds a creamy texture and a dash of color that's sure to brighten up your plate. And let's not forget about the cheese. Cheddar is a classic, but have you ever tried it with a tangy blue cheese or a rich, melty brie? The possibilities are endless. Of course, the choice of bread can also transform your sandwich entirely. Swap your regular white bread for a crusty sourdough or a hearty whole grain. The contrast of textures will take your sandwich to new heights, so go ahead, experiment, mix and match, find your perfect combination. Remember, the best sandwich is the one that's made with love and a dash of creativity. Happy cooking!